You're right guys, welcome to this week's video. Today we're going to be looking at the Octavia RS project. It has an issue where above 5,000 RPM the boost starts to taper off. So I want to find out if the turbo is the right size for the car. So to start the process, I need to know the volumetric efficiency of the engine. To find out the volumetric efficiency of the engine, I use the volumetric efficiency calculator that's on strikeengine.com. It's very simple to use. The only thing you need before you start is a dyno graph of your engine or a similar engine to yours that's got the power, RPM and the boost pressure that the car is running. When you have those numbers, you can bolt them into the efficiency calculator and that will tell you the VE of your engine at different RPMs. In the previous article I've done all these calculations. Once we have the volumetric efficiency of the engine, we can go on to the turbo size calculator that's on strikeengine.com. Links to these calculators in the video description. Just bolting in the numbers here. 5,000 for example, 0.91 for example, 21, ambient air pressure, change that if you need to, if you're at 3,000 meters or something, engine capacity in liters, and then that will give you your pressure ratio, your CFM and your pounds per minute at sea level. And with these three numbers we can plot points on turbo compressor maps, and that will allow us to know if the turbo is too big or too small. So I've done an article on the K04-064 for strikeengine.com. I've found a turbo compressor map for the K04-064. I'm assuming this is correct. This is not from BorgWarner. This is from a forum, and I'm assuming it's a big assumption that these numbers or this compressor map is correct. So with the numbers from the turbo size calculator, we've plotted the points onto the turbo compressor map, and we can see that the turbo it looks fine, and especially at 5,000 RPM, 6,000 RPM, we look to be really in the sweet spot of the turbo. We could even increase the boost and it should be able to be efficient up there. And even if the engine was more efficient than what we're saying, for example, it was flowing, I don't know, let's say 10% more air, it's still going to be in a good spot in the turbo compressor map. So that tells us that the K04-064 is not too small for the project Octavia RS. It's not too small a turbo to hold 1.5 bar until redline. So now we've eliminated the turbo as a problem, we can need to look at other parts in the system. So air filter, intercooler piping, intercooler maybe, downpipe and exhaust. So the next video in this series is going to be looking at the air filter, and we're going to see if we've got a restriction there. If you want to see that video, obviously subscribe to the channel. That's this week's video. Hopefully you found it informative. If you have, please vote on it. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so you get an email when the video comes out. Very important. New video every Sunday. That's it for now. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you again next time.